Alright, let's wait for some people to get in here before we start. It's gonna be an adventure. I don't know if we have any people here or not. We'll see. Let me just grab a link real quick so I can drop that in the Discord. Alright, let's see here. I'm not reading the chat yet. Hold up. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds. Ah, hooray, we're live. There's one person watching. I wonder who that could be. I'm not reading the chat yet. Yeah, let's go. Alright. Thanks, Bagel Man. Let me turn that down so we don't get this disgusting infinity effect. And then it'll be fine. I say we wait a few minutes, and then I'll get some music playing, and I guess we'll just do some chill before I actually start. Let me share this real quick. Here we go. Any music suggestions, song suggestions while we wait? Alright, sweet. So we got the link out there. So far we have 4 people online, so that's promising, I think. Does the stream look okay? It should be okay. Oh, yeah, that song. Great, let's do that. This will be fun. Here, let me get ears up for this so I can turn the volume down if I need to. You feel me? Never know. That's the song. We're going clean mode, boys. Is it Ram Ranch? Share a link with friends, please do. That help. Really rocks. Alright, yeah. I suppose we'll just wait a few minutes for more people to join. Let me get off of this. This is a song. A person made this. This is what I love. Ooh. This is real. This is real life. I'm sorry. I can't do this for much longer. I'm not that powered up yet. Alright, let's see. How many viewers we got? 1? Oh, that's me. I guess we're just gonna wait for a little bit longer. You want to get a solid crowd going. While we wait, how was your day? Because that's important, I think. I feel like I should be procrastinating. Let's zoom in on this, shall we? How is it? I'm doing the. Let's see here. I feel like I'm getting in over my head. Wait, Rip Pedro, what happened? Is he just not here? I think he had school. I'm not sure. I don't want to have you waiting too long, so we don't need people to come. Oh, we got 3 people? Yeah, I think... How many more minutes you want to get before I start? Because I don't want to, like, have too little people, but I also don't want to, like, cuck you out of a good reading. We have 3 people, which means it's an extra person. 3 to 7 minutes. We'll start a timer for 5, actually, if that's fine. Yeah. Alright, timer is yeet. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. It says 5 minutes. Yeah, that'll be good. And this thing's still going on a log on YouTube, so if you miss your favorite Brawl Fanfic moments, you can... I suppose, in the meantime, we can get ready. Oh, we should probably listen to this while we do it. While we do the reading. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's my plan. Ooh, we got some Discord stuff. Oh, I gotta silence this. Goodbye, Discord. Alright, we'll wait. Then we'll put the Brawl theme on after this 5 minutes. And it'll all be good. We got 4 people. This will be fun. Yikes. So, how long is this is the question. Tom's attention? Just add him. I mean, I did some at everyone's, so whatever. I don't think he's awake. He is only awake from like 12 to 7. He's nocturnal. Did you say 220 chapters? Let's see this. Longest stories. This is 3.5 million words. Oh, this is on Kotaku. Ew. Wait a minute. So this guy injected his wee-wee with stem cells. I love side ads. I don't have ad blocker just so I can read stuff like that. Alright, so let's see here. Subspace Emissaries World Conquest. Okay. Same one. Alright, let's be real. Aura Chandler Chris. Chris Chandler Aura. Chris Chandler. Chris Chandler. Oh, this is Chris Chan, y'all. Don't fall for it. Or Chris Chandler, my left most right finger. Crap. 2 minutes 30 seconds, boys. Yikes. This is a Halo Reach player spent 7 years trying to get into a cutscene room. Yep. The latest episode of Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't care. Let's see here. 3.5 million words is all I need. Let's see this. How many words are in the Bible? I want to know how many words are in the Bible. King James. I hope that's a joke, by the way. Like, I really hope that's a joke. R in the King James Bible. I'm more of an NIV dude myself, but I'm looking for those nice words. How many words are in the Bible? Okay, let's go NIV because that's what I know. That's what I know how long it is. NIV. Oh my gosh, this is 5. I'm reading the Bible 5 times, guys. Oh hey, Andrew Christian. No, you. I should probably just read the Bible 5 times. I think that would be a better use of all of our time, personally. I was expecting to finish this in 5 days because I thought it was just a joke because it was really long. This, dude, I remember a kid in 6th grade. He did the entire Smarties thing. He was like coughing for 8 minutes. It was hilarious. That's why I didn't do it. Yep. I I don't know how many chapters we'll get through. How long are the chapters? We'll figure out in 35 seconds, boy. We got 4 viewers. Hopefully more as school starts ending. Hey, also, y'all be on the hunt for those emotes. So that control print screen button, get that ready, because we're gonna go emote hunting, boys. Oh my gosh, is the stream lagging? I think I just lagged. No, we're good. Okay. Let's begin. Why am I not on Twitch? Because some people don't have Twitch, which is stupid, because Twitch is better. Yeah, also, this automatically does the stream log and doesn't delete it, which is really nice. Let's begin. Let me turn this down so y'all can hear my beautiful voice. Let's read the note. Before anyone says something bad about OCs, this story only contains a single OC through the whole fic. Don't think this OC came out of nowhere because there's a prequel to this fic. So, there's a prequel? Oh my gosh. So my OC and Lucario could be developed if you want to read it. However, the most important aspects of the two will be briefly shown in here to give you this an idea. Also, it would make much more sense if you read the Bond of Or so you don't get a wrong impression of this OC. Chris. I've taken precaution about the Gary Sues and Mary Sues. Well, with that away. Well, the start of my series begins now with this story. I hope you all enjoyed this long story about the struggle of a prolonged fight against the subspace army. Basically, this is an if version of what would have happened if the Smashers never defeated Taboo the second time they fought him. I encourage all Brawl fanatics to read on, enjoy, and review. Just so you know, guys, War Channel or Chris doesn't own anything in the story in future chapters. He only owns his OC. Let's start, shall we? Chapter 1. Start of Disc. New game. Subspace. Deep inside the Great Maze. It had been a long battle for survival, but he managed to stop the imbeciles from defeating him for real. Taboo, though, had been weakened during the battle. As he floated along in the void of the subspace, surrounded by darkness and swirling purple and blue colors, he reflected on the disastrous end of the battle. Okay. Master Hand had shown up right before Taboo could terminate the big group of Smashers. In his last-ditch attempt, the omnipotent Hand used his space-bending powers to recall. Let me take this off. It's hot. Each one of the Smashers to their worlds back into the past before they participated in the Brawl tourney in the war against the Subspace Army. He then called Crazy Hand, and both of them escaped from Taboo's clutches, effectually putting a sudden end to the conflict for the time being. Unfortunately, not everything was right. I'm already tired. Okay. Master Hand couldn't manage to save certain Smash. Oh no, who he lost? Roy, Pichu, and that was a Melee reference, a Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube reference. Furthermore, Rob seemingly betrayed them all by siding back with Taboo. It became a huger disaster when Mr. Game & Watch had been caught once more. So, is this like before the normal Taboo fight in the game, or I think it's before. I really don't know. There is more. An unlucky Smasher was captured as well in his trophy fight state. Master Hand didn't manage to save that one Smasher, much to his chagrin. I'm before it's Lucario. Taboo kept him as a prize, but he would soon use unrequited help very soon. That's the target, dude. It doesn't get better from here. It never got good, dude. We're already at the bottom. Is it just like we're just gonna grind it like essentially? Or are we just gonna be like scraping against the bottom of the barrel this entire time? If so, let's change the music, shall we? Sorry, I need to keep things interesting. Or else, like, I'm not going to be able to finish this. Okay. Tabu grunted. It felt like an empty victory against the Smash Wars, but he could at least relax and recover his power. As he pondered about what to do, a figure rolled into view over the cracked black floor of purple outlines. What the heck? Did my stream just die? My stream just went black. Oh wait, it's still here. Never mind, sorry. My bad, I just can't see it from here, so I'm a little bit confused. Whatever, let's continue. The ancient minister looked up at his boss. Lord Taboo, he began, what is your next course of action? Taboo remained silent for a few minutes until he spoke. Can you imagine how like awkward that would be? Like a few minutes, it's like... I'm just kidding, I won't do that. My next course of action is to mobilize the army beyond this realm. We managed to seize the land down below, although I was weakened in this big battle. Okay. The minister looked down. It's going to take you a lot of time before your powers are back, right? He asked. Sadly, that is the case, Taboo said, nodding, his body glitching a bit. Ooh, that's some anime stuff right there. But until then, no one can reach us. It is dangerous for anybody to enter this place without knowing that I rule it. I will muster up my power to create an ideal place for our base of operations. You, however, will be in charge of the outside world. The minister looked up and nodded. Yes, I will gladly reassume control of the facility, he said. Just give the word, and we shall move out. Alright. Sadly, that was the case, Taboo said, nodding his... Oh! I just read that. I had my eyes on the other world. Wait, sorry. I had my eyes on the other worlds, Taboo said. The worlds that those accursed smashers come from. I wish to conquer them all before they even have a chance to reunite and assemble their force, he explained. Once we have gathered enough worlds, we shall move on and conquer the biggest one there is. What? Oh, you mean the rumored real world, he says. Yeah, I am big. No, I'm not. What do you mean? Where are we? We're down here. Yes, you catch on very fast, Taboo said. It is the real world that is the real prize behind the entire war. These fools do not even know about the real world existing, but they are missing the big get. The big picture. He turned around. Ancient minister. Begin preparations to invade one of their worlds. The facility is slowly being taken out from the subspace. I want a subspace bomb to be deployed in Ness's world. The minister nodded and turned around, moving away from his boss. It shall be done, he said as he vanished in the darkness. And so begins my long struggle to work with this person once more. The ancient minister thought to himself. This isn't the time to rebel again. I need to find the right time. The gathering sign begins. Real world. Chris's house. Living room. We're here, boys. Alright. March 9th. Oh, that's a little bit spooky. We're kind of close to that. Sunday morning. Behind the scenes of the big war in an entirely different universe, the real world was safe from getting into a big fight of epic proportions. Life continued in its specific time of peace. Today, however, was a time of rejoicing. A particular teenager with a big secret hidden inside the walls of his semi-luxurious house entered his home. Guys, this is semi-luxurious. Don't think he's rich. Don't think he's poor, though. Semi. Carrying a bag holding a game he purchased that very same day. It was the release date of the game, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and he was greatly looking forward to play it along with a very special person who took residence in his house half a year ago. He had paid the reservation in full as soon as the announcement came to the internet and the general media. Sighing, the teen smiled to himself and looked around his house, trying to find his special guest. Okay, so this is the exposition. Hello, I'm Chris. I'm a 16-year-old teen. So me and this legend are the same age, and that kind of makes me feel kind of bad. You're getting this so far, right? Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm a 16-year-old. I have short black hair. You could say that I look Hispanic due to my color of my skin. Truth is, I am Hispanic. But yet I live in the U.S., specifically Los Angeles, California. I'll just search up his address later. In a house where I rule by my lonesome due to some rather unfortunate decisions I've done in the past. When was it released? Let's check. Also, Bagel Man, you need to be quiet. You can't let that out. Oh, you're right. I'm disliking it. I'm just kidding. I won't dislike it. Well, not exactly alone. I have someone special here who has taken me out of my horrible curse of solitude. That someone is really, really special because he's not a person you'd expect to find here around the city. Oh, I guess he got himself a special little chick. Never mind. Or, for that matter, the entire world itself. I'm before Lucario. Let's talk about me before you decide to hog that person, okay? Firstly, let me tell you this. I am an honor high school student who manages to keep a balanced life with studying and playing video games. I'm a huge video fanatic, but I look beyond video. By that, I mean that I care about the love and effort put into every single game I have ever bought. I enjoy the story and the golly, I need some water. Characters besides the gameplay. In fact, I learned so much about the value shown in some games that inspire me to find something good in real life. As you can tell, I'm a high school student with an everlasting dream to discover what I'm good at. And that's basically about me. I'm an ordinary Oh my gosh. So, let's talk real quick. This right here, why can I not highlight? This right here says, I'm an ordinary high school student. And literally no more than 20 years later, the line, Chris shouted, Lucario, I'm home with 3. Count them. 1, 2, 3 O's. But I digress. Let's go back. Where am I? Crap. Oh. Crap, where am I? Okay, here I am. That's basically about me. I'm an ordinary high school living in a pretty particular life due to that person I mentioned to you. I wonder who it is. The teenager couldn't find the person in this house. Looking around, Chris shouted, I don't want to do that out loud because I don't want to get sent to like a mental hospital real quick. You know what I mean? Am I still in view? Yes, I am. Hooray. Alright. You gotta realize, like, I don't want to be shouting that stuff out loud. I'm not a furry. Unlike some people. That was a Fox reference to my right-hand man. Whatever. On the second floor of the house, a figure entered through the terrace's entrance. His black feet touched the white tiles on the floor. That's symbolism, I think. Just kidding. A deep, gruff then said, I'm up here, Chris. Hearing the sound of footsteps rushing up, this person saw the team coming from the stairs, all the while flashing a small smile as he carried with him the game he had bought. If the situation had taken place half a year ago, Chris would have screamed at the sight of a Lucario in his house. Alas, this was not the case anymore. Okay. That special person I mentioned is Lucario. Oh my gosh, my cheeks hurt from smiling. I'm gonna go get some water in like 5 minutes. Where am I? The Cheetah and the Pokemon approached each other, and the first looked up at the towering Pokemon, looking down at him with a smile. Oh my gosh! Ew! And he's beyond special in many ways than one. First things first. You're surely wondering how a Lucario like this one appeared in this world. Well, I have no idea how it happened back then, but at the start of summer vacations, during a rainy night, a lightning bolt struck my DS down. That's probably a typo for like my DS down, like something. And from it, Lucario's Pokeball came out. It accidentally opened up and he appeared, sprawled over the floor because he had a fever. When I saw him the first time, I was at a complete loss for words, and I feared that he would rip me apart. Oh my gosh, I don't like this. Yeah, towering. That's true. Wait. According to Google, Lucario is 3'11". So this man's no ordinary high schooler. If you want to change the music, tell me. No Ram Ranch. We already did that. Where am I? Here I am. It opened up and he appeared. Oh, wait, yeah. Luckily, doing the right decisions led me to become acquainted with him. Ooh, boy. It was a long struggle for me to get him to like me. He was a very oblivious Pokemon who knew almost nothing about life. Fortunately, this Lucario can use telepathy to talk, but he can actually speak with his mouth just fine. Okay. It doesn't mean he knows how to read, though. During many days in the past, I took it upon myself to look after him by teaching Lucario how to live life, while we tried to find a way back to his home. We had lots of fun moments together. I vividly remember his first shower. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. Just kidding. No tear, boys. I vividly remember his first shower and his first steak, but still he longed for his dream to reunite with his real trainer. Okay, first of all, I'll take a little stop right here. His first shower. That's got to have some civil rights issues. This thing probably has rights, and I don't think that's okay for it to. Whatever. It was a long struggle for. Wait, did I already read this? Yeah. When the day he was debating himself what to do about his issue that was being stuck in this world. That is a weird sentence. I cried out, and after a while he turned around, and he also cried. Without warning, he embraced me and yelled out, "I don't want to leave you like this. You're my real trainer." My mouth hurts. Hello, boys. I'm gonna take an emergency. Ever since that fateful day, my solitary life changed forever for the better. I was a teen whose parents worked away from home to assist important corporations with revolutionary ideas. I didn't know much about what they do. They're almost never at home. They made things easier for me to raise this special Lucario as my loyal Pokemon. You see, this Lucario is not normal. He's a 6'7" tall Lucario. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh, that makes everything else I just read seem disgusting. Like the embrace and like the. Oh my gosh. Chris, you may want to see a doctor. I'm just 5'5". And you're 16? My head only reaches the murderous weapon that was his chest spike. Oh no, Chris said as he accidentally let go of the bag, slipping down the white couch. Okay, I get it. So I was a little bit confused because there's italicized text and in the normal text, and I think the normal text is just, what am I trying to say? It's like the present, while the italicized is like backstory or exposition. Oh no, Lucario merely stared at the direction the item slipped down. I can't do this, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. What do we want to change this to? We'll do this. Yeah, I don't want to be on the FBI watch list, but you do you, I suppose. Okay. Oh no, Chris says he accidentally. Oh, sorry, I'm already here. Lucario merely stared at the direction the item slipped down into. He bent down a bit and lifted the couch with a single hand. The couch was too heavy to carry for two people, but the Lucario didn't struggle a single bit. There it is, Lucario said, looking at the bag. Oh, more italics. And this Lucario just so happens to have Herculean strength. For reasons unknown, he is surely my world's strongest being there is. My... Oh, crap. Sky VPN group. Where am I? Mundane tasks such as cutting down logs with an axe and do some furniture redecoration were easily taken care of with a single hand of his. Despite having strength of obliterating my house in a single punch, I don't even know if he can do that much. But do you want me to find out? Obese wager. Fat chance. He's an incredibly likable person. I'm not playing 18 plus breathing. Not yet. He doesn't just have the strength of 1,000 men. He's got a really tough body of steel under a coat of fluffy blue yellow fur. Yes, I said fluffy. Don't you look weird at me. I'm not looking weird at you for fluffy. I'm looking weird because you said he's got a tough body of steel, which means that you can feel him. Yes, this is Shaka. Every single comment I'm reading and every single sentence changes my opinion about this so much. Where am I? Ah, yes. I remember how a brick fell on top of his head from the third floor's roof to the garden outside, and he just kept staring at me while that brick broke apart the moment it landed on his head. Morbidly enough, we were talking that day, and he didn't stop when said brick fell on him. He just kept talking and rubbed the dust on his head. Cool. On top of that, Lucario knows 4 moves. Good. Force Palm, Extreme Speed, Double Team, and the ever so devastating Aura Sphere. Okay, that is a trash Lucario set. Just so we're on the real. Coupled up with his almighty strength, these moves became, what's the word? Broken. Force Palm released a rather small blow, but just you wait until that thing goes off. It looked pretty small, but yet its intensity was deadly. What? A tree would shatter into pieces, and then there was the Aura Sphere. If he wanted, he could make some monstrally big Aura Spheres and charge them in 2 seconds flat. That's 120 frames. It's pretty good, assuming max range. In a world where there are no Pokemon in battles, Lucario had no choice but to enjoy life with me. Lucario had no choice, he had no choice. He's mine. I take his showers. I feel his rock hard steel body. Okay, Chris, you're a okay. Oh no! We never complained though. We were absolutely enjoyed every single second of our time together. Oh, did I mention he was a gamer? He's a gamer. He's a gamer, Lucario. This is a game. Someone. This is a gamer only zone, Lucario. Let's hide that. I taught him how to be one, and today we are going to waste away our time playing Brawl, and I'm gonna waste my time away reading Brawl. That's about it. Chris sighed and went to pick up the bag. We're back to the present now. We're back to the present. Chris sighed and went to pick up the bag. Once stepping out from the couch's shadow, the teen saw the towering Lucario putting the couch back down to the floor. He looked at his trainer. "Did you find it?" Lucario asked. Chris then took out the item from the bag and placed the game in front of him. "Yep, I got it. Now we can play it. Oh god. We have to do it now before the shows start later. I'm so excited to play this with you." So with 3 O's, by the way. Wait a minute. There's not 2 Bagel Mans? I hope not. Where am I? Take a shot every time I say where am I. Okay, Lucario nodded and looked to the game. "Since you were this excited, My gosh," he stared at the game's case. Huh? The teen raised an eyebrow once he saw Lucario giving the game's box a hard look. "Lucario," he said. "Lucario, what's wrong?" "You're staring at the box. Don't check out trainers." Bagel Man, do you remember that high-pitched, squealing kid that we listened to in the music channel yesterday? That's the same channel, but you're gonna stay here and listen to a mature man read a Super Smash Bros. Brawl fan fiction. Anyway, but I digress. "There's something wrong with this game," Lucario said, staring at the box. "Wrong?" Chris asked, confused. "I don't know what it is, but it feels evil." "Were you watching TV during the whole night again? I told you not to do that." No. Lucario blushed, shaking his head. "But Chris." Oh my gosh. "Yes, ma'am." I think we're okay. Keep my voice down. Through Lucario's eyes, he could see a purple ore coming out of the very box. Though Lucario was a master of ores, unlike the normal Lucario stated in the descriptions, the Herculean, that's 2 Herculeans now, Pokemon easily tracked down ores beyond 100 miles. Not that there was any use to this highly developed sixth sense, Lucario only watched from afar. How Chris's life developed in high school? However, only the living could exude auras. Oh my god. This is weird. An item exuding a dark aura was not normal. There was definitely dark aura on the box, Lucario added, shrugging at the aura trying to reach out for them. Chris looked worried. "Well, I don't really feel any evil from the box. I believe you, though. How could an insignificant item like this give out a dark aura?" "Perhaps we shouldn't put it into the console," Lucario said. "I don't want to find out what could happen if something were to come out of it." Yeah, I was about to say, I was questioning that too, Curb Stomp. Either way, I don't think I like it very much, because we're going to search it up. Actually, no, I don't want to search it up. That's spoilers. We'll keep guessing. Anyway, here I am. Chris was used to having a supernatural Pokemon accompany him all the time. It was half a year ago that they met, but there wasn't anything else besides Lucario that happened until he brought up the unbelievable fact that a game box had a dark aura. That dark aura is red, right? I thought it was purple. Okay, no. He said, "It's red here, but if we go up," he could see a purple aura coming out of the very box. Yeah. I don't like. I saw something really bad, and y'all are about to see it in about 3 minutes. Your master. Oh, wait, where? Or that dark aura is red, right? Chris asked. "Yes," Lucario said. "I'm trying to piece through it to find out more about its reason to have such thing." but I can't find anything. There's another trainer stuff. Oh my gosh. If it gets too bad, I'm popping open this honey stick. Yes, Lucario said, I'm trying to pierce through it to find out more about its reason to have such more about its reason to have such thing. But I can't find anything. That's impossible, Chris muttered. You're a master of auras. You can't discern anything from this? Lucario looked down in shame. I'm sorry, master, he said. Maybe I need to hone my aura skill even more. Nope, we're not popping it yet. No, Chris said, making Lucario look at him. You're a master. There just has to be a good reason behind this box giving you that evil aura. You know what? I think we should just go ahead with this and try it ourselves, he said. Lucario looked a bit dismayed at the proposal. Maybe you're imagining things. Nope, we're only gonna eat this when it gets bad. No, I'm not, Lucario said, looking a bit serious. Maybe I'm hallucinating a bit. I mean, this is just a game. Chris forced a smile. Then let's go to my room and boot this up, he said. I'm looking forward to play as a Lucario. Lucario grinned a bit. That makes two of us. Dibs on the blue one. What? I don't like the other palettes. They make my species look silly. As the two debated on choosing the right color palettes, the dark aura that the box contained lingered in the air. Chris's room. Oh my gosh. Stuff is crystallized. I would show you, but it's all in my stomach right now. Whew. Oh yeah, like right here. Look at that. This isn't getting much better. It's not better. Let's continue. Chris's room on the first floor was very clean. The team, though, was not the one who cleaned it up. It was his dutiful Lucario who took it upon himself to put game cases away on the lower left corner of the room on a pile of ordered stacks of video games next to the closed closet. The bed on the upper right corner was neatly made up, facing sideways at the HD TV, but he's semi-luxurious. Oh, hey, thanks, Alexis. I'll get a better one that's more personalized to me, because right now I just did a stock one and threw some emotes in the corner, but yeah, it will make it look good. Me and Pedro are working on it. Where are we? HDTV on the upper left corner of the room. The two house residents entered the room. Lucario sat down on the bed as Chris went over to insert the disc inside his Wii. The Aura Pokemon turned the TV on. Gripstomp, I'm with you. This is like, there's some tension here, but like not that good. I don't like this. The box stopped radiating the ominous aura, Lucario could tell. But now, the dark aura came from the disc itself. See, nothing seems evil or something. Okay. Chris said as he then inserted the disc inside the Wii. The TV came to life with a friendly warning. Grabbing a nearby Wiimote, Chris went to sit next to Lucario. He moved the pointer over its game channel screen. Seriously, nothing is happening, and he selected the game screen. Irony was on Lucario's side. As soon as Chris wanted to boot the game, the Wii turned off. Right. So I'm gonna pause right here so I can explain to y'all. Do you know, like, if you're ever taking an SAT or like reading just something that's for like a test or something, and it's extremely boring, and you have to reread it like 5 times to understand what happened or like what's happening, and you just cannot understand what's happening. Usually, like, it's in lit class when you're if you're like trying to like analyze a poem or like find like, you know, all that syntax or just like literary devices, and you just can't understand it no matter how much you read it. I'm like sort of here right now, but I get it. I get it. I know exactly what Chris is trying to tell us. It's not good. Chris remained silent. Oh, sorry, there's 3 dots right there indicating that someone was silent. Chris remained silent as Lucario looked down at him. Oh my god! Just imagine that, like you're sitting on your game, and then it turns off, and just 6 feet up. Just continue. Huh? Why isn't the game starting? Chris said. You don't really think that the evil aura you saw has something to do with this, right? Oh yeah, that is DK music in the background. Where are we? Lucario nodded as he said, "It must be that dark aura's doing." There surely was some logic behind this that didn't involve the dark aura. Chris rubbed his chin as he pondered on the issue. Maybe those rumors about the disc being made as a double-layer disc were true. I think I put my Wii in the wrong place, where dust gathers the most. Okay. Oh, see ya, Bagel Man. That's, yeah. There surely was some logic behind that this didn't involve the Dark Aura. Chris rubbed his chin and pondered on the issue. Maybe those rumors about the disc being made as a double-layer disc were true. Golly, I've read the same, part twice, or no, 3 times now. Sorry. Lucario could see that his trainer didn't want to believe it, so he tried to support the thought. I hope so, Lucario muttered. That's weird. Let me check it. Chris approached the Wii. He approached his right ear to the disc to listen to the disc spinning inside. There's a weird sound coming from within the Wii, and suddenly a purple light came from where the disc slot was. Chris looked at it, and Lucario glared at the light. What? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Hey, what's the big deal here? I never saw a mention of a purple light in the manual. Get it? That's a funny joke. You should laugh. He's trying to make some humor, folks. Where? And suddenly a purple light came from the disc slot. Oh yeah. Hey, what's the big deal here? I never saw a mention of a purple light in the manual. Chu laughed, right? He was suddenly pulled back by a growling Lucario. The Aura Pokemon put his trainer under his left arm as he showed his fangs at the light. Oh my gosh. This is scary. We gotta get some spooky songs up here. Oh, hey. It switched. Subspace. What's that song that plays in the Earthbound place? Where is it? It's not Porky's thing, is it Step? Hold up, no, I gotta find this creepy music. Sorry. Brawl Ruined Zoo music. Gosh, I don't know what the. We'll just do the what's it called? Sorry, this is inefficient. Play some Rivals OST. Maybe later. I don't care about. Oh, I'm gonna get copyright struck by Fresh Step Pause. No, that's too happy. So is that. Is it this one? Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Snowman. It's here. This is the one. Here's the one. I don't use ad block. Come on, I gotta support my creators. Thanks, Yeet. Alright, the dark aura is growing, Lucario said. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we better brace ourselves. Chris was so unfamiliar to listen to such an order that he looked frightening. But with a Lucario capable of carrying a couch with a single hand, he felt protected. Oh, I don't like this. Why are the light shone brightly and a force pushed Chris back? He was being held by the big Lucario, so he avoided being flung away recklessly. Ugh. I think that was supposed to be some sort of grunt indicating pain, but I'm too uncomfortable to try to do it. Are you alright? Lucario asked, looking down at him. What in the world is happening here? Chris asked in terror as he saw the light illuminating the whole room. Please, don't let it explode because there are no Wii's in the store. Would you stop minding those things? Lucario asked, enraged. This is very serious. I can't even tell what's going on. Neither can I. At least I'd take care of everything here, Chris said. Oh, this is the conflict that we need to have. Yes. I would not pick a fight with this dude. Just saying. He was desperately trying to distract himself from the potentially hazardous purple light. Not like you, mister. I break the Wii mode because I failed to pass the final boss. I think this is the part where Fox sent me a screenshot, so I knew that sentence. Suddenly, purple lights came from the disc, and they started to fly in a circle in the middle of the room. Both of them looked shocked at the whole event happened just in the morning. Are you going to get Ella? Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Or are you already started?
I'll start soon.
What are you doing
I'm reading the longest piece of literature to exist.
So you're studying, or it's something from a friend?
Something from a friend.
What is
So,
it?
It's a tale.
It's a tale?
It's a story.
Yeah.
A long one.
About what?
About Chris.
Who's Chris?
Good question. Thank you.
Right, so you're in my class.
This one.
How far along are you?
Oh, are we back? We good? Okay, sweet. Everybody still here? We got 3 people. Yeah, okay, we should be good. Alright, sorry guys. Where are we? Okay. Okay, this is getting pretty insane, Chris said with a gulp. First my Wii goes nuts, then it shines, then it shoots ghosts out. Is this some kind of a new application I never heard of before? The Aura Pokemon frowned at his trainer's suspicions. I told you, Lucario began as he growled silently at the lights. There was something wrong with it. Surely Lucario could do something useful. Strength was not an option, but perhaps he could manipulate the lights using his aura. Do something about those lights. If my parents ever come back and see those abnormalities, what do you think they will say? Chris ordered and asked. So he ordered and asked, just in case y'all are curious. Too bad. Well, why are you saying that? Those lights aren't lights. Those are auras. Okay, good. Now get rid of them. This is fun. And the purple lights fired to all of the video games of Chris's collections and began to glow in a purple aurora before fading out. Both of them stared at the games that shone purple from time to time. The lights seemingly merged into the stack of games. The intense purple light dimmed down a bit. The two exchanged looks before staring at the collection. Bro, is this Prince? Look at this. The word purple in this. No, my spot. It's only said 16 times, but all of them are right here. Okay, I found it again. We're good. Wait. Wait. Here we go. Alright, we're back. Yeah, purple said 16 times, but it's like 10 times in this screen alone. Okay. Let's X this out and get back to work. Lovely, Chris said with a bored look. after his room returned back to his normal color with the sun's light shining through the window. My games surely got corrupted by purple auras from a new game I just bought from my local store. I'm not, in all caps, getting all of them through the internet either. Lucario looked ashamed. No, Lucario groaned with a frown. I told you something was wrong with that game you got, Lucario pointed out, and yet you didn't do a thing. Lucario looked ashamed. I'm sorry. I also want to point out in those past 4 sentences, there is an ellipses in at least all of them. The teen would feel guilty just seeing the powerful Lucario look down. Chris's eyes looked apologetic, while his lips formed a small smile. He rubbed Lucario's head with care, making the Aurora Pokemon look happy. I'm extremely uncomfortable. Can I get a screenshot? Okay. I can't because I'm busy reading this monstrosity of text. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, he rubbed Lucario's head with care, making the Aura Pokemon look happy. Unlike other Lucario, this one liked that his trainer groomed him a bit from time to time. It's okay, Chris reassured Lucario. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Maybe you can pull the auras out from the collection. The Aura Pokemon looked at the collection and held out his hands. Chris pulled his hand back and saw the big Lucario glowing with an intense blue aura. Much for their dismay, the purple aura that engulfed the games disappeared as soon as Lucario tried to pull them out. No, Lucario muttered. This is weird. I'm just uncomfortable right now. He didn't sense the auras anymore. And then his intense aura faded away. They got away. ... Quotation marks. Chris looked disappointed as he got up and approached the Wii to examine it. Oh great, he muttered. It feels just like the time you came to this world, only now it's far worse and confusing. Lucario nodded, but then he felt a blue aura emanated from the Wii itself. I have a feeling there's a strong emphasis on colors and auras and being tense with this animal. It's weird. Being unfamiliar with this aura. Oh wait, yeah. So yeah, being unfamiliar with this aura, the aura Pokemon narrowed his eyes. Back away from this thing, Lucario said. A new aura surfaced. Is it taboo? What, now this Wii has an aura? Chris asked, and Lucario nodded. He looked at the Wii with a bored look. Good, this machine may as well be corrupted. Heavily corrupted. And my games as well, Lucario. Do you know what this means? We have to toss them all to the trash? If I'm lucky, I will have pointed perfectly at both those emotes, but I guess we'll see. Oh gosh, that was horrendously wrong. There we go. No, it's... There we go. That was somewhat close. Okay. We have to toss them all to the trash, Lucario said as he got closer to the video games. I don't want these boxes exploding in midnight if that ever happens. The teen gasped. You back away from those video games now, with an all caps lock back. Yes, ma'am. Yes. I am now. Oh, yes, ma'am. Love you too. Here you go.
A green one.
Oh, here's a few.
Thanks.
We're back. Yes, ma'am. Alright, we're back. Suddenly the Wii's disc slot was shining again, but instead of purple, it was here you go. Golly, I've lost my spot literally more times than I can count. You back away from those video games now, Chris ordered. I'm not gonna get them all one by one. These are my video games for my entire life as well. They have to be just fine. And no. That's gone. You're asking that after we saw those auras merging into your collection? Lucario questioned, crossing his arms below the chest spike. Sensing the Wii's aura shaking, the aura Pokemon gasped, "Chris, look out!" Suddenly the Wii's disc slot was shining again, but instead of purple, it was a yellow light. The teen gasped and backed away from the yellow light, grabbing his chest as if he were getting a heart attack. His beautiful Lucario went over to shield him. Lucario subconsciously liked the fact that he was protecting his dear trainer during these confusing times. What? What? Lucario subconsciously liked the fact that he was protecting his dear trainer during these confusing times. But he shook the thought away. It was far more important, Chris said. Chris looked at the light and groaned loudly. Oh, God, it seriously messed up this time. Right after the yellow light vanished. As Chris blinked confused yet again, Lucario could still see the blue aura engulfing the Wii. Why haven't we done this yet? Don't look, you don't see anything. Alright. Let's get back to work, shall we? Chris looked at the light and groaned loudly. Oh God, it seriously messed up this time, he said, right after the yellow light vanished. As Chris blinked confused yet again, Lucario could still see the blue aura engulfing the Wii. The aura is still there, Chris, Lucario said. It'd be best if you don't approach it. Lucario, hand me the phone. Grimacing at the weirdo order, Lucario looked down at him. Why? He said. I'm calling Nintendo. I'm hitting up Reggie. ... Give the phone. ... Lucario. Chris, I don't think they know about this, Lucario said, looking away from his trainer. Simple yet piercing glare. What are the chances of them knowing about this? Then let me call a ghost hunter or an aura hunter. Oh, Chris shook his head. What am I saying? They really don't know about this. What's up, Territorio? Look at the beautiful camera quality. And look at the man responsible for it. That's you. Thanks. There are no ghost hunters in this world. Or anywhere, Lucario said. Chris gave him an awkward look. You started it, Lucario shot back. His trainer sighed. Despite the warning that Lucario had given earlier, the duo approached curiously to the Wii. Well, do you think it's time to get a new one? Chris asked. It's going to be a real drag getting all that time spent on the games we achieved 100% completion. That would be for the best, Lucario said. Besides, I do look forward to replaying games with you. That's a really nice thought, he said. With you around, it's always bound to be an enjoyable experience. Let's continue. gonna face them like this, so the emote's easier to crop. Wink, wink. Help me here. Gah! Lucario growled proudly and nudged his muzzle against Chris's face. The teen chuckled heartily as the Aura Pokemon playfully rubbed the tip of his nose on his black hair. Chris then rubbed the Aura Pokemon's chin with affection. The Lucario looked up with eyes closed, growling with pleasure. Unlike many Lucario, this one completely enjoyed the idea of being groomed as proof of their strong bond. It gave him a powerful, proud feeling that he cherished a lot. The two never saw that the Wii shook violently in front of The Wii shook violently in front of him. In slow motion, the Wii suddenly shot a faint image over the happy team. Once a big shadow loomed above them, the two smiling characters looked up just in time to see two heavy figures appropriately crushing them both on the floor. Whatever happiness had taken place before was crushed down along with them. The 6-foot-tall Lucario's male. It's a dude. That is a dude. Listen, it's 2018. As long as you don't bother me, you can do whatever you want to, but literally, it's a Pokemon. It's 6 feet tall. It's a dude. Okay. Under the two foreign bodies, Chris's right hand stuck out, its fingers wide open, as if trying to reach for outside support. I had a good run, Chris muttered under the bodies. The bodies were not normal. They weren't normal people, but rather two huge, disembodied white gloves. A right glove and a left glove. From the looks of things, the two gloves were pretty much... Oh yeah, these are white. That looks yellow. Yup. A right glove and a left glove. From the looks of things, the two gloves were pretty much alive and kicking, judging the fact that both were groaning in pain. The right glove lied down on top of the left glove, unaware that they had seemingly killed the only two owners of the house that they had entered without previous warning. Where are we, brother? Let's imagine Master Hand and Crazy Hand, where Hulk Hogan, where are we, brother? The left glove under the right glove asked casually, looking around its surroundings. Get it? Because it's a hand. Hands don't have eyes. Hey, guess what? We made it to the real world after all. And here, I was thinking we were going to end up somewhere like a hot sauna with naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. It actually says, in a hot sauna with naked men. Let's continue. Ram Ranch is not mega gay, okay? 18 naked cowboys in the showers. Okay, never mind. Maybe it is. Where are we? Here we are. The right glove on top floated up, looking around the room. The walls had multiple posters of several video game characters that I knew very well. Oh, good. Looks like we got into the right place at the right time. The left glove was laying upside down on its back. Check this out, he says, he felt a rumbling under his body. This room has a massaging floor. The right glove looked down at him. The floor isn't even shaking. He pointed out until a loud roar came under his companion. He backed away at the intensity of the roar, seeing that the window behind his wrist shook. What in the... That deep, gruff voice. What's up, Hen? Sounds kind of familiar, the left glove said as blue aura shone underneath its body. But this one sounds a heck deeper. Wait a minute, he said as he looked at the blue orb down below. What's air? An infuriated Lucario stood up to his full height, lifting the big left glove with a flaring right hand. Growling, the Lucario tossed the left glove aside to let his trainer gasp for breath. Air, oxygen, how I missed you both. Chris said in relief as he got up, with Lucario's help, of course. The two parties then stared at each other, falling in silence. Oh, the right glove stared long at the towering Lucario. Oh my goodness, Chris muttered, staring up at the floating glove. There's no doubt. Chris and Lucario saw before their eyes none other than Master Hand and Crazy Hand. The two bosses were not even in their minds, thinking other things that took much more importance. But two gloves had come out from Chris's own Wii for sure. There was no other explanation. Then Chris remembered something crucial. Wait a minute, are they supposed to be bad? He asked and hid behind his Pokemon. Chariot! Lucario! He yells. Grrr! Lucario growled furiously as his body caught up with a powerful aura. His eyes even glowed yellow. Master Hand screamed in a high-pitched voice as he saw the Lucario holding out his open palm, creating a rather big aura sphere that violently shook with destructive power. Master Hand screamed. Calm down. We're not that bad, I swear. Master Hand pleaded. We're in dire need of help. Please don't let that dog of yours blast us. Ooh, they call him a dog. What's that song called? Oh, hold up. Mario Detour, Migos, and Lil Yachty. Ice Tray? I just want to make sure. I've been looking for the song for a long time.
Joe, what's your real issue with Migos and
No, it's not Ice Tray. It's whatever. I forget. Let's go back to you can't actually read it. That's the point. I don't think you want to. You're here for screenshots. You're not here to read some bad fanfic that's like longer than the NIV Bible 5 times. Where are we? It was incredibly weird to see like a big floating hand begging for mercy. Through his yellow eyes, Lucario's mouth opened a bit as he detected that the two hands' auras were blue instead of red. However, he didn't want to take any chances. If Lucario couldn't read their thoughts, if there is some sort of mind lock that prevented him from dwelling in your mind. He could break that lock apart if he put some extra effort, but it was obvious to him that they had no ill intentions. Thus, Lucario's intense aura faded away for a second time, along with the big aura sphere. Seeing this, Chris asked, Lucario, why did you... They have blue auras. Lucario interrupted. Blue auras, Chris trailed off. You remember that Lucario taught him a bit about auras. Blue auras belong to good people. Red auras belong to bad people. Therefore, if the gloves had blue auras, it meant they were good people. They're good then. Yes, Master Hand said, making the two look at him. Geez, how lucky we were that there was another Lucario in this world. But, he stared at the wary Lucario. How on earth did this one get? This one get here? Feeling the situation looked awkward. Get it? Awkward. That was the point. It's not like I'm trying to cover up because I lost my spot. Okay, feeling that the situation looked awkward, Chris sighed. I don't think this is a good place to chat, he said. He felt unsure about the two gloves inhabiting his house. This is an extremely confusing event to me. Huh? We think alike, Master Hand said, looking at the worried teen. But it looks like it's going to be safe to explain everything to you two. I assume the initial shock of having a big Lucario like this one, like the one you have, makes things easier for the two of us. Not really. I'm eating Tic Tacs. He looks like a person. You two, on the other hand, Crazy Hand floated up, startling the teen. Other hand, we've got a second brother? What? Darn it. Other hand, we got a second. You can tell he was writing this and being super serious, and he wrote that. He laughed to himself. He says, I'm gonna stop the flow right here so I can type that in. Like, literally. What an amateur writer. Okay. Master Hand chuckled nervously as the duo stared them down with weird looks. Before we move, let me tell you this. He's my insane brother. He's technically the only person I can look after to avoid feeling alone, you know? He drives me crazy many times. But we're still brothers. Wait. But we're still brothers, yeah. Here you go, hon. We got a second. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Crazy Hand turned around and looked at him. Oh, hello, he said, forcefully shaking Chris's hand with 2 fingers. Lucario's glare stiffened. Nice to meet my first human from the real world. We're gonna be best friends forever. His brother slapped his wrist. Stop that, he hissed. We need to make a good first impression. Whoopsie daisy, the insane hand said. Sorry. Master Hand looked at them with a frown. Look, don't get too close to him or else you might experience severe, massive damage one way or another, he said. Chris cautiously moved behind Lucario. Let me make sure everything's okay. We're good? Sweet. Okay. So we're in the living room right now, and we are approximately we're about 66% of the way through chapter 1, and I might stop after chapter 1, and I will go play some Brawl. But first, I need a drink, so give me like 2 minutes.
Naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big herd throbbing cocks wanted to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks. Ram Ranch really rocks. Hot herd, buff cowboys, their cocks throbbing hard. 18 more wild cowboys out in the yard. Big bulging cocks ever so hard. Orgy in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big herd throbbing cocks. Ram and cowboy butt like a breed of ram wanting to rut. Big herd throbbing cocks.
Ew, turn off. My phone ran out of batteries. That's how I was reading the chat. Crap. Oh, dang it. Hold on. We're no chat boys for a few minutes. That was my chat. See, what have y'all been saying? It's gone. Ram Ranch is gone. Being replaced with Guile's Theme Extended. We're back in the living room. This is apple cider. This isn't bad. Master Hand was admiring. No, the teen never thought that it was going to be possible to have 2 extremely unlikely guests in his humble abode. If things weren't crazy with Lucario, they were crazier with two disembodied hands floating around in midair. Chris closed the curtains from all the windows just in case an unlucky person with a weak ill happened to scream their heads off. Then, Chris sat down on the sofa while Lucario remained standing up at his side as both hands were in front of him. Is Andrew Christian really on? I'll play Krispy Kreme. After. Let's see if we can time this great. Okay. Master Hand was admiring how lustrous the living room looked like. In the far left corner, there's a chimney facing some couches and a table, which are standing in front of a big screen flat TV. On the upper right corner, there was a dining room that faced the kitchen counter further up. Along the walls, several photos and other decorative furniture adorned the light gray walls. "Oh good," Master Hand said as his brother sat down on his wrist, the opposite couch that faced the duo. "I'm happy to know we got the one with the nice-looking house." Thanks," Chris said. "Do my best to keep this place clean while my parents are away." "Oh," the hand nodded his body. "You're one of those who... I see. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. That kind of makes things even easier." The teen nodded, interlacing his fingers over his knees. "First off," Chris began, "my name is Chris, and this is Lucario." Lucario responded with a silent growl. "He won't kill you," Chris reassured the hands. "Oh my gosh!" Lucario sighed with a small frown. "Okay, nice to meet you," Master Hand said. "I'm Master Hand, and this here is my pretty insane brother, Crazy Hand." "Hello," Crazy Hand said. "Don't mind if I take this couch as my bed." Chris grimaced a bit. He knew things weren't going to stay like this any longer. He saw that both hands stared at him. It was easy to tell that apart. Their bodies were facing him, sort of feeling he was being watched. "I don't know what to ask first," Chris said. "Come on, Crazy Hand. You have something, don't you?" Chris got something to talk. "I got something." I carry this for protection so I don't get murdered while I'm reading this. I'm scared right now. Alright. "You have something, don't you?" "I got something. Before you came here, there was this weird event where purple auras came out from under... Oh crap! Seriously mended. What are we doing next? Oh, Krispy Kreme! Cream, I am the greatest. Oh, baddest. It's not greatest. Yeah, I haven't heard the song. Ew. Alright. Master Hand cleared his invisible throat before speaking. "Those purple lights, and the baddest of them all." I can't read this and listen to English at the same time. Alright, you know what? Hey, you're distracting me. Hen? I swear, we're going back. What do we do? What song? I don't know. Oh, crap, what song? Let's do Sona Chia Sada, because we're cool. Yeah. We're going back, boys. Alright, so we're back, and let's see here. Where are we? Oh, yeah, that's right. Master Hand cleared his invisible throat before speaking. Those purple lights were surely the subspace army spreading their reach. The culprits were invading the Smash Bros. Universe, he explained. The two blinked at him. "That disc you got, Chris? happened to harbor a wide-open universe that had its own fair share of issues. Yo, what's up, Tom? Oh, well, it's kind of perfect. We played so much Sodomy. That's inspired. I'm going to go back to Guilesling for real quick. Let's be real, this is more important than the story. And we got my chat back. Okay. We're back. That disc you got, Chris, happened to harbor a wide-open universe that had its own fair share of issues. What the? Chris trailed off. You mean to say you just so casually picked up some kind of corrupted copy at my local store, Target TM? He asked. How does that even make any sense? You're asking me. Hello, Crazy Hand said. 6 foot tall Lucario. I'm severely uncomfortable. I just want to say, like, nothing about this is right. Nothing, like, this is what's wrong with the world. Oh my gosh, there's this weird tension between the Lucario and the dude, and the Lucario's also a dude, which makes it, he's like, he's this, and the other dude's this, and like, oh my gosh. Why am I doing this? Whatever. Did the table just fall? Sorry. I'll look at that later. What the? That, Chris exchanged glances with Lucario. I admit it, we already went through something of the sort before. Golly, where am I going? But this is just too much, he said. What are the chances that the people who manufactured that single copy of the game knew about this? I don't know about that, Master Hand said. But, oh wait, never mind. Master Hand said, dismaying the team. But the thing is, things are happening. It was, how you say, destiny working by itself. Oh, don't give me that, Chris trailed off until he saw that Lucario was giving him a worried look with his red eyes. Because, I forgot if red was good or blue was bad. I don't know my lore. You believe in this kind of destiny, I imagine. Lucario nodded. Yes, he said. The two of us never found out how I even came here. I guess you're right, Chris muttered, recalling the vivid event from half a year ago. Still, this makes even less sense. He looked up at the hand. It's just too much for me to believe that I'm living through this. Master Hand sighed. Look, Chris, he began. You're gonna break a blood vessel. If you think too hard about that, you should concern yourself with the information I want to give the two of you first. He saw the teen shaking his hand. I know it's pretty incredible, but it's happening. That's all you need to know about the situation as a basis. Golly, I want to stop reading this so bad. Ugh, Chris grunted a bit. Okay, I'll listen to your story then, he agreed. So you're saying that this subspace army is trying to conquer the world, Master Hand said. The duo widened their eyes. The army's main goal is to conquer any world they come across using the subspace bombs. Chris was utterly miffed by that truth. Okay, that's sounding so scaring. That's not me saying something, it says scaring. But how did you two manage to get here? Lucario asked suddenly. For that matter, since Chris and I already spoiled ourselves of the plot of this game, where are the others? Master Hand chuckled nervously. You see, there's this big fight against Taboo, the leader of the subspace army, he said. This fight was supposed to be the one that would end with his defeat, yet it never happened. He looked up at the ceiling. Oh, I thought it said Taboo. I thought he was going to be right there. Because I have a poster of Taboo chilling above my bed, so when I wake up, it's the first thing I can see. And, Taboo was the leader of the subspace army, he said. The fight was supposed to be the one that would end up with his defeat. Yet, it never happened. He looked up at the ceiling. Taboo was weakened due to some outside help, but he managed to fight back just fine, which ended up with us losing the battle. Chris looked away and thought. You're saying the final battle ended up on a bad note, he asked, looking sideways at the hands. And that's how things spiraled out of control? Oh yes, they did, the sane hand said. You see, I barely managed to escape safely thanks to Crazy Hand here. I'm sorry, I can't even, like, focus on the story anymore. Like, I can't read this. But whatever. Using his help, we used all our powers to pull all the people involved into the fight back to their worlds of origin, with the added fact that we manipulated their memories so that they would not remember anything that took place during the entire war plot. Wait, why? Lucario asked. Why would you do that? I'm a hand of creation, he said. The hand said, oh my gosh. I can't heal people. I can only use my powers to bend reality to my will. You should get No, I'm not getting to the next few chapters. I'm doing chapter 1, and you can catch me doing Earthbound chapters in a separate live stream, because this is painful. Like, this hurts, dude. Anyway, so then, I was desperate during that confrontation that I had no choice but to return them all to their worlds. If they went back in time with their memories intact, it would create many nasty outcomes for their individual stories. Chris looked back at him, bewildered at the statement. You tossed them all back in time, he asked. Yeah, the hand trailed off. I did it so that they had time to prepare themselves for the worst at this point in time. Because I'm not that good at time-bending powers, however, I guess I overlooked a few mistakes here and there that might have pulled them all further back in time. Brawl stream out? Yeah, sure. I don't think Brawl runs with OBS. I'll see if I can cut the graphics down. I don't know. We'll see. The team put two... Oh, Chris muttered in a low tone. You saw those lights going to your games, right? Well, they were going after them, the hen explained. Taboo still has some reserves, and he's going to put an end to them. So Crazy Hen and I fled away, and I remembered that this world existed beyond our realms. He shook himself. I didn't want to go recruit other people and drag them into this mess because the army is also hunting the two of us down. The teen put two and two together and gasped. Wait, there's a whole army? Into my house? It's more likely than you think. Funny Morton meme there. Thank you, guys. Sensing aura waves of desperation, Lucario bared his fangs. No, 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 the hand reassured them. They can't easily barge into this dimension. They need to gather enough space to power up Taboo so that he can invade this place. Luckily, he's very weak at the moment. Chris grabbed his chest again, and he calmed himself down. Phew. Oh my god. He sighed as Lucario calmed down as well. Sorry for the outburst. I expected that, the hand said. So anyway, that's not the end of the story. You're dang right it's not the end of the story. We have nicked the surface of the story. We are one drop in the ocean. Alright. Let's continue. There's more, Lucario said. There were other small accidents as we fled, Master Hand said. There were casualties. Casualty, Chris wondered. You don't mean people got killed or something, right? Well, the hand trailed off. Roy, Pichu, and Mewtwo gave their lives in the battle. Exclamation point! The two responded with hoarse breaths. Lucario blinked in shock while Chris covered his mouth. It was a very shocking scene to be sure, the hand muttered. Mewtwo fought with all his might until Taboo pierced him through with a spear. Oh, wait, yeah, Oh, never mind. I thought you meant Lucario's never seen Chris naked yet, which I was about to close out my computer, rethink life decisions, and come back a new man. Guys, can we just read the Bible instead? Come on. This is 5 times longer than my NIV version Bible. Yet, whatever. Roy yelled and tried to help him. Then Taboo sliced his body and left a very mentally scarring wound that ran across his body. And just to clarify how evil he was, he spotted Pichu shivering in a corner and promptly blasted his F-tier butt of him away with a laser. My God, Chris muttered as he shook with fear. This is unbelievable, he muttered. To make a point, Mewtwo did a lot of help, Master Hand said. He's a legendary Pokemon of sorts. But Taboo went all out. He used all of his power levels and overwhelmed him. Lucario looked away. I wish I could have met Mewtwo, he said. But it never crossed my mind that, wait, Roy, Pichu, and Mewtwo, he looked back. Those are the Melee characters that didn't make it into Brawl. How did they even... so did Dr. Mario also didn't. There are some clear problems in your story, Mr. Chris Chan, and I'm going to dislike you and unfriend you on Tumblr. Do you think I can find this guy's account on like any social media? Whatever. Lucario looked away. I already talked about that. Crap! The hand interrupted. I forgot you guys think that our dad canned those 3. Well, I took it upon myself to... Wait, his dad? Did we already read this? Have we already discussed this? The Han's dad is... Oh my God. I need an aspirin. Where am I? Well, I took it upon myself to keep them around for the Brawl era, he explained. Besides, there's a whole new world out there for the tourneys I have organized a decade ago. You guys know about it for sure, right? The first Smash Bros. Tourney, the Melee Tourney, and the canceled Brawl Tourney. If I were to end a contract with one of the Smashers, that's how I like to call the participants, mind you, the ratings I would get would take a long fall down. Dr. Maria checked my prostate as well. And more importantly, Lucario began, you have a father? Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not the right sentence, ignore that. It sure felt like the serious conversation had turned into some kind of advertisement. What? Chris asked. What do you mean by tourneys? What kind of barbaric name is Smashers? You have a show? And more importantly, Lucario began, you have a daddy? Let me answer every single one of those questions, the hand said. Yes, I'm the boss that runs all those tourneys I mentioned, hitting the universe's greatest personalities to pit them against each other. Yeah, hit. Smashers doesn't sound that barbaric to me. I make a living using those tourneys to gain me some hard-earned cash. He took out a photo and handed it to him. Where he took out that photo is a fine topic of wild mass guessing. And this is her dad. He looks pretty cool, don't you think? Look at that young face of his. Oh, it's Sakurai. Chris and Lucario stared with morbid looks at a photo of Masahiro Sakurai walking down a red carpet saluting an audience in front of a concert. One of Lucario's eyebrows twitched.
Oh, crap.
What do you think? Crazy Hand asked. I think I got his looks. The teen grimaced at the thought of two disembodied hands, knowing full well that the creator of the games was this man. He decided to go along with the flow. I would really like to meet him one day, Chris said, forcing a smile as he handed the photo back to the hand. They don't even look alike, he thought. The Aura Pokemon wanted to make things look serious once more. Why are you here, Lucario asked. We know you're on the run, but what did you hope to accomplish by running into this world? 1 second, before I continue, how much I can't. We're here because we want to find help in order to fight them back, Master Hand said. Do you want me to call the police, the Navy, or the Army? Chris asked with these suggestions. Excuse me? No Air Force? Nani? Dude, A tier, idiots. This thing would be over in a second if we brought these boys. Hello, Ella. I'm probably gonna end the stream. Can I finish all of this later? I don't want to read this anymore. It hurts. Let's see how much longer we have. Oh, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'm so tired. Join the Smashers, Chris trailed off. That means you're working from under me? Wait, I just skipped like the entire thing. The two of us are very busy people. We are? Lucario asked. Yes, Chris hissed. Master Hand groaned. Hey, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about recruiting a special human, he said. Chris didn't like where this was going. A human I could convince to take upon the task of reuniting the team for a final confrontation against Taboo, while ensuring that their worlds are safe from danger. He floated over to Lucario. But screw that cliched fanfic idea. I found myself a better recruit than this guy. I'm gonna do homework too, Bagel Man. I can't do this. I'm done. Lucario, Chris muttered. Master Hen grinned. Oh no. Wait, never mind. Me? Lucario asked, mildly shocked. Yes, the hand said. I can sense it from you. You're one big Lucario, he rejoiced. I saw how you lifted my brother with a bare hand alone. That just means you're very, very special. With you on my side, gathering the group will be an easy task. Here I was thinking I was going to recruit some headstrong boy who doesn't do well at school, but is an expert at video games. Kirito. Okay. That's a sad waste of time, let me tell you. Lucario... What happened to my Gauss theme? We're doing Snake Eater. Let's do this one. In honor of my boy Brawl. Or Roy. Wait. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. Alright, let's continue. Lucario, Chris muttered. Master Hen groaned. Ah, no. I knew this was going to be too easy to be true, he said. Let me guess, you two are inseparable and would rather not leave the other behind. Yes, Chris responded weakly. But once he looked at Lucario's small smile, there was a sunshine of heart. And that's why you're not just taking Lucario for yourself, he stood up. I'm coming too. Chris is going on the adventure as well. Oh boy. This hurts. I actually have a headache. The three gasped at the teen's decision. What? Master Hand said. It's not what I had in mind. Just a moment ago, you looked like you didn't want to take part in this, he said. What made you change your mind? You don't look like a fighter, unlike your superbly strong Lucario. Every stanza just hurts my soul. Chris looked down, debating himself if it was a good idea to speak out his thoughts like that so recklessly. After hearing Master Hand's story, he thought there was a small chance for him to help in some way. It was obvious that a Greek that was trying to break into his world to conquer it. He just don't want to let it all go so easily. I know, Chris muttered, looking at Lucario's worried expression. It's just... This is the type of thing I would do for bed, not for fun. I'm just thinking about your welfare, Master Hand said. Chris, I don't want you to get involved in this. It's too dangerous for the likes of you. Just because Lucario's too dang strong doesn't mean everything will go the way you want, Chris yelled, shocking the three as a sudden outburst. He looked worried once again, and I just can't shrug this off and let Lucario go. I want to see what I can do. Is anyone still here? Can I leave? It says there's 3 people, so it's probably you, Territora, and I'm so tired. I'm not defiding, Chris admitted. I'm a smart teen who works hard in high school. That doesn't fit my criteria too much, the hand said. Oh well. Expect the unexpected, they say. But still, he pointed a finger at the teen, startling him. You know full well what you're getting into. You're entering the battlefield where anything can happen. You might get killed off. I'm gonna stop reading once we get back to Chris's room, if that's okay. I'm sorry. Not if I'm around, Lucario said. He made a fist that got engulfed in... No, I'm finishing this chapter. I'm Chris's Pokemon. He's my Pokemon trainer. I'm going to speed through this. You know full well what you're getting into. Oh, wait, I already said this. I'm Chris's Pokemon. He's my Pokemon trainer. I won't want him to think that he's going to be left behind doing nothing while I go out. Just the thought of leaving him alone doesn't bode me well. He looked at his trainer with a small smile. I'm the strongest Lucario the world has ever seen. Using my power, I'll see that Chris pulls through without suffering. teen smiled a bit at his Pokemon speech. Oh, now I see how things are around here, the hand said. It's the typical Pokemon bond between a Pokemon and a human. Yeah, I've seen that plenty of times before, he grunted. Okay, Chris, this is the last thing I'm going to ask of you. Do you truly want to join the Smashers along with your Lucario to fight against the Subspace Army, knowing that you'll be facing danger a lot more than you've done in your life? That means you're working under me, Chris. I can't do this, I'm sorry. Yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. I'm too tired. I'll finish this later. See ya.